Hello everyone, welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to share with you our guide to smooth classroom transitions. The title is A Guide to Smooth Classroom Transitions, and the subtitle is Avoiding Reordering Chaos. Today, we'll explore strategies to help make transitions seamless, reduce chaos, and create a more organized learning environment. We'll cover practical tips and effective techniques to keep your classroom running smoothly. Let's get started. Let's talk about some of the common challenges we face in the classroom. First, wasted time is a big issue. When students are unsettled or distracted, valuable learning moments are lost. This ties directly into the next point, unsettled students. When students aren't comfortable or engaged, they tend to become noisy and disruptive. And when that happens, it creates a ripple effect, making it harder for everyone to focus. Now, rearranging the classroom or trying to restore order during these moments can be chaotic. It's often a scramble, and that chaos only adds to the disruption. Ultimately, these issues highlight how important it is to create a calm, organized environment that keeps students settled and minimizes these disruptions. This is key to making sure we use our time effectively and foster a positive learning space. Let's talk about how noise can sometimes be a form of expression. When students feel unheard or overlooked, they might resort to making noise as a way to get attention or to express their frustration. It's important to recognize that often, decisions are made for them without involving them in the process. This lack of inclusion can lead to feelings of powerlessness. When students aren't given a voice or a say in what happens to them, they start feeling like their opinions don't matter. And that sense of powerlessness can actually increase disruptive behaviors, creating a cycle that's hard to break. So, understanding these dynamics is key to creating a more inclusive environment where students feel heard and valued, rather than acting out because they feel unseen or unheard. Let's talk about how teamwork truly makes the dream work. When we foster pride within our team, everyone feels more connected and committed to our shared goals. Addressing issues early on is also crucial. It's much easier to solve problems before they escalate, keeping our progress smooth. Building personal investment means encouraging each team member to take ownership. They'll be more motivated and engaged when they feel personally invested in the outcome. And finally, giving responsibility is key. When we trust our team with important tasks, it not only boosts their confidence, but also drives better results. All of these points tie back to the core idea. The stronger our teamwork, the more successful our collective efforts will be. All right, let's walk through this slide together. First, we start with explaining the need. It's really important to set the context clearly so everyone understands why we're engaging in this process. Once the need is understood, we move to asking for ideas. This encourages collaboration and invites fresh perspectives. Next, we listen and echo. That means actively listening to what others share and reflecting it back, which helps build trust and ensures everyone's voice is heard. Finally, we ask for advice. This step shows respect for others' expertise and fosters a sense of shared problem-solving. By following these steps, explaining the need, asking for ideas, listening and echoing, and seeking advice, we create an open, collaborative environment that drives better decisions and stronger teamwork. Let's focus on eliminating the noise around us. When I say noise, I mean all those unnecessary distractions that can cloud our communication and make it harder for others to understand us. To do this effectively, we need to teach the verb pick up. Now, what does pick up mean in this context? It's about lifting or improving our tone, clarity, and body language, rather than dragging down our message with unnecessary hesitation or filler. And remember, pick up, don't drag. This means we want to lift our energy and engagement, not slow down or lose momentum. It's also crucial to be silent at the right moments, listening more, speaking less, so our message can resonate. Now, I want to challenge you. Start noticing when you're dragging your words or creating noise instead of clear, focused communication. By consciously choosing to pick up your delivery and eliminate the noise, you'll create a more powerful, impactful presence. And that's what this whole presentation is about. All right, let's talk about how we can effectively manage our space and environment during an event. First, tracking the transition timers is crucial. This helps everyone stay on schedule and ensures the event runs smoothly without unnecessary delays. Next, keeping the noise down is important so that we don't disrupt other sessions or activities. Monitors play a key role here, helping us stay aware of the time and manage any technical issues quickly. Stack chairs neatly. It's a simple way to keep the area organized and safe for everyone. Using organizers is also essential. They help us keep supplies and materials in order, making setup and cleanup much easier. And remember, everyone has a job. Whether it's greeting guests, managing equipment, or tidying up, each person's contribution keeps the whole event running seamlessly. By focusing on these points, we reinforce the overall theme of teamwork and organization, ensuring a successful and professional experience for everyone involved. All right, let's talk about how to add a competitive edge to our approach. One effective way is by moving in small groups. Smaller teams tend to be more agile, more focused, and able to adapt quickly. Less is often more in this context. Focusing on quality over quantity really makes a difference. When we work with small teams, we can foster better communication, stronger collaboration, and a greater sense of ownership among team members. Remember, small teams aren't just a logistical choice. They're a strategic advantage that can help us stand out and perform at a higher level. So, keep the idea of small, focused teams at the core of your strategy as we move forward. All right, now let's move on to slide 9. Here, we're emphasizing the importance of approaching your campaign with a clear, structured process. The phrase, "wait for completion," reminds us to be patient and thorough at each stage before moving forward. This ensures nothing is overlooked and every step is fully executed. Next, we see step-by-step stages. This highlights the value of breaking down your campaign into manageable, logical phases. By doing so, you can track progress more effectively and make adjustments as needed. The key message here is to plan like a campaign. This is about adopting a military mindset, strategic, disciplined, and precise. It's not just about throwing ideas together, it's about meticulous planning and execution. Military precision underscores the need for accuracy and discipline in your planning. Every detail counts, and precision can be the difference between success and failure. When you approach your campaign with this level of focus and discipline, you're more likely to achieve your goals efficiently. So overall, this slide is a call to treat your campaign as a serious, strategic operation, carefully planned, step by step, with precision at every stage. This mindset helps ensure that your efforts are disciplined, coordinated, and ultimately more successful. All right, let's talk about how to avoid disruption entirely. One of the most effective strategies is to rearrange your schedule before the class arrives. By doing this, you can ensure everything is set up and ready to go, so there are no surprises or delays. Getting in early is also a key factor. Being early gives you the opportunity to settle in, prepare, and address any last-minute details. Think of it as an early bird option. By arriving early, you're not only avoiding disruptions but also setting a positive tone for the session. This proactive approach helps keep the environment focused and smooth, which benefits everyone involved. Remember, the goal is to be prepared and in position before the class begins, so we can maintain a professional, engaging atmosphere without interruptions. This simple but powerful mindset can make a huge difference in the overall flow and success of your sessions. You know, it's interesting how we often think that making a change or doing something new requires a huge chunk of our time. But as Ken Wilson wisely points out, it really doesn't have to be that way. Imagine, just a minute, that's all it takes to make a difference. And when you think about it, that small investment can lead to big success stories. This slide highlights a powerful idea. Success doesn't always depend on long hours or huge efforts. Sometimes, it's about consistency and making the most of that brief moment. And whether you're a student or anyone aiming for progress, remember, success can start with just 1 minute. So, the message here is simple but impactful. It only takes a minute to begin your success story. Let's finish strong by celebrating our success clearly. Recognizing what went well is important to keep us motivated and engaged. At the same time, We should collect suggestions for next time. This helps us grow and improve continuously. So I want us all to ask ourselves, how did it go? Reflect on both the wins and the challenges. This reflection is key to improving our future efforts. Remember, celebrating our successes and thoughtfully analyzing our experiences are essential parts of our overall growth process. So, let's embrace both the celebration and the lessons learned to keep moving forward effectively.